it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
Hi, my name is Megan, and I'm a civil engineer here at M&M Engineering. Behind every successful production process in our factory come quality materials, skilled employees, and reliable equipment. Specifically, rebar and pre-stressing cable from Belize, which are the building blocks of our products.
Not all rebar and steel are created equal. At Belize, quality is savings because building with trusted materials means building stronger, safer, and longer.
Through Belize Enterprises and Banquet, M&M Engineering has access to the highest quality products and heavy-duty machinery that help us improve efficiency, maintain productivity, and provide the most reliable solutions to our clients.
Best for you and best for me. At Belize, it's the quality. Belize, quality and savings.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, BTL's board approves acquisition of Speednet. UDP senators and majority of the independent senators stage walkout during Senate meeting. Former Mayor Sharon Palacio tells Pablo Cawich to open his doors if he wants to beat Richie Galvez. And is Belize doing enough for mental health patients? These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
This newscast is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
August 1st, join Builders Hardware at Mia Garden Park for Bangopan Day. Deals, giveaways, and fun. You don't want to miss it. Acompáñanos el 1 de agosto en Mia Garden Park para el día de Bangopan con Builders Hardware. Ofertas, sorpresas y diversión. No te lo puedes perder.
Welcome to Plus News for today, Tuesday, August 4th, 2026. I am Julian Cruz. Belize Telemedia Limited's Board of Directors has approved the proposed acquisition of 100% of the issued share capital of Speednet Communications Limited, subject to the completion of due diligence and the successful negotiation of a final purchase agreement. In a statement issued this afternoon, BTL said the transaction is intended to be a, quote, strategic investment in Belize's digital future, aimed at reducing the duplication of telecommunications infrastructure, improving network reliability, accelerating digital inclusion, and expanding connectivity to underserved and unserved communities. BTL also emphasized that the proposed $80 million acquisition will not require the company to borrow funds or seek additional investment from the Social Security Board. Instead, the company says the investment will be repaid through Speednet's own operating cash flows and is projected to have a discounted payback period of approximately 4.5 years. According to BTL, the acquisition is expected to deliver expanded rural connectivity, improved service reliability, greater operational efficiency, consumer protection, employment and skills development, and stronger returns for shareholders. The company added it will continue engaging with the government of Belize, the Public Utilities Commission, and other stakeholders to ensure the proposed transaction is carried out transparently, responsibly, and in the best interest of consumers, employees, shareholders, and citizens of Belize. This morning, while the board was deliberating on whether or not they would vote in favor of BTL's acquisition of Speednet, Various union representatives and members of the United Democratic Party stood outside BTL's compound in anticipation. After rumors had been circulating that the board voted in favor of the acquisition, 8 votes to 2, the leader of the opposition spoke to the media.
It is a travesty. It is tantamount, in my view, to treason. How could a government-led board not consider the reasonable request that came from the people? We need an assessment. We need an independent evaluation. We need to know what the future value of this company looks like. There are too many unanswered questions. And while 8 people, as I understand it, have voted in favor, and 2 have, so now 8 people will decide the fate of a utility company that has significant impact in terms of our national development. In my view, they continue to betray the people of this country, continue to act in the best interest of a connected few, continue to not hold themselves to the gold standard of transparency and accountability that they passed a motion in the National Assembly for. And it is important that the Belizean people know that we will continue, if it's how many of us come out, we will continue to stand up for what is right, what is fair, and what is just. I think that there is enough evidence before us in the public domain that suggests that this government continues to operate not in the best interest of this country. The allegations of corruption are not just allegations. We have evidence to prove that there is significant corruption in the government. We have met with the board and we have asked for disclosure on the details, and they continue to deny the Belizean people answers.
Panton says that on the 6th of August, she will be meeting with the joint unions to discuss the next steps forward. During this morning's Senate meeting, the senators received the news that BTL's board had approved the acquisition of Speednet. After news was announced, the UDP Senator, Patrick Faber, stood up to chastise the move, forcing the President of the Senate to suspend the hearing and prompting the majority of the senators to walk out.
We are here doing the people's business, yes, but while we're doing the business, Madam President, the government is seeking to purchase Smart from its owners in a deal that the Belizean people, Madam President, the Belizean people have said they don't want. The government, Madam President, is ramming down the throats of the Belizean people as we speak, Madam President.
Senator,
ramming down the throats of the Belizean people as we speak.
Senator Patrick
the Smart acquisition. We are against that acquisition, Madam President. The Belizean people are against it, Madam President, and we expect that we will be heard. Madam President, we will not stand here. We will not stand here and behave like it is business as usual in this honorable chamber. We will not continue to behave like it is business.
While we prostitute ourselves, Madam President, by taking on a project that we don't know is correct. The Belizean people don't want it. The Belizean people don't want it. I am speaking for myself and for thousands of other Belizeans who don't have a voice, who are running this down the throat. And we can't have that, Madam President. We have made our position known to Ms. Gideon, and we're hoping that you're genuine in terms of valuing what contributions we've made and that they can see their way into whatever amendments you put in the committee of the whole. But we will not continue to sit here and behave like it's business as usual.
Following the walkout, the independent senators issued a press release stating that they will continue to act as a, and we quote, unified bloc in calling for transparency, the protection of public interests, and in challenging any decisions that runs afoul of the spirit and letter of the laws of Belize, end quote. The release signed by Honorable Kevin Herrera, Honorable Louis Wade, Honorable Glenfield Dennison, and Honorable Janelle Chanona states that they remain aligned with the position adopted by the Chamber of Commerce, the NTUCB, and the opposition, that there has been no substantive information to provided to address concerns raised by of the legality, competition, and valuation independence in relation to this proposed acquisition. We quote, we maintain that any decision to take decisive steps to turn the telecommunications landscape into a monopoly is regressive and we believe is contrary to the Belize Telecommunications Act, end quote. Sorry. After the UDP senators and most of the independent senators walked out, only one independent senator remained in the chamber, Church Senator Louis Wade. Following the walkout, Wade stood up and explained why he decided to stay despite being against the proposed acquisition. He told GOB that they must listen to the people if they expect to keep their mandate.
I'm the newest member, still new, when it comes to the parliamentary procedures and, of course, the ins and outs of debate. However, I know that for the years, even prior to my presence here, philosophically, I believe that leaders have a responsibility to speak on every matter as they arise. And I do intend at the proper time and in the proper circumstances to speak on the matter of the acquisition or the pending or the proposed or the voted on or the process. But even if unrecorded or struck from record, I stand to lose more than anyone in this chamber, whether present or absent, from what the government seeks to do in recreating a monopoly in communications. And so, at the proper time, what shall be done may even be more effective than walking out. But for now, the people's business must precede mine. Let me make it distinctly clear to this government that, in my opinion, it loses its mandate when it does not become the servant of the people. Thank you very much, Madam President, for giving me the opportunity to speak.
The search for the missing fishermen, Albert Vacario and Samuel Chi, has come to an end. Earlier this week, a search party was organized by the Belize Coast Guard and the Belize Police Department after it was reported that Albert Vacario and Samuel Chi were lost at sea. Yesterday, Vacario was found to be in good health, but today, the lifeless body of Chi was found. At 5 o'clock this morning, the search began for Chi, and at 9 a.m., his body was found some 4 miles southwest from where Vacario was found.
So this morning, the Coast Guard commenced continuing this operation to search for Mr. Samuel Chi. Operation was launched this morning sometime around 5 a.m. this morning. Same thing is a joint effort with the Belize Police Department, the Belize Port Authority, and the Belize Coast Guard, and of course, members of the family relatives were also involved in this operation. So therefore, the search concluded this morning, sometime around 9 a.m. this morning. The body of Mr. Samuel Chi was located. somewhere around 4 miles southwest of from the location where Mr. Vacara was located yesterday. So therefore, his body was found unconscious, not responsive, and then he was transported to the Belize Coast Guard headquarters, where he was handed over to the scenes of crime this morning.
The vessel that both men were occupying has still not yet been found. Police are investigating. Police are investigating a San Ignacio shooting that injured a man and a 5-year-old boy. That story and more coming up right after Plus News returns.
August 1st, join Builders Harder at Mia Garden Park for Belmopan Day. Deals, giveaways, and fun. You don't want to miss it. Acompáñanos el 1 de agosto en Mia Garden Park para el día de Belmopan con Builders Hardware. Ofertas, sorpresas y diversión. No te lo puedes perder.
In the heart of Belmopan, there's a pharmacy that cares for more than just prescriptions. Medicare Plus Pharmacy, genuine patient and community-centered care, isn't just a promise, it's what we deliver every day. From medicines and wellness products to everyday essentials for you, your home, and even your pets. We're here for your entire family. Moms and expecting mothers are welcome to nurse in our private counseling room because your comfort matters. We offer diabetes checks, blood pressure checks, and medical counseling to help keep you informed and in control of your health. We support our community through blood drives, nutrition and wellness programs, and partnerships that make healthcare more accessible for everyone. And when medical information feels overwhelming, our trained staff takes the time to explain, guide, and support you so you can confidently manage your health and improve your quality of life. Medicare Plus Pharmacy Belmopan, genuine patient and community-centered care, always.
Welcome to the William David Fonseca Parking Facility, your modern solution for safe and convenient parking in downtown Belize City. With easy payment options such as prepaid cards or coins, parking downtown has never been easier. Enjoy affordable rates as low as 75 cents for 15 minutes, $1.50 for 30 minutes, and $3 for an hour. Open and available 24/7. Park smart. Park safe. Park at the William David Fonseca Parking Facility. Modern, secure, convenient. Your Belize City Council. Always about the people.
Here's how to be a part of Benny's Homecation in 3 easy steps. First, download the B-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy. Then, shop at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember to choose products from our monthly Homecation Jackpot categories to earn entries. Now you can earn B-Bucks with purchases made and be a part of the Benny's Homecation Jackpot for a chance to win the $10,000 grand prize in December. Win the ultimate Homecation with Benny's, quality and savings.
Police are investigating a shooting in San Ignacio town that left a 30-year-old man and a 5-year-old boy injured on Monday evening. According to investigators, that incident occurred shortly after 7:40 p.m. on Collins Boulevard, where officers found 30-year-old Carlton McCoy suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Police say McCoy had driven onto the boulevard when occupants of a parked vehicle allegedly opened fire on his vehicle. During the shooting, a 5-year-old boy who was walking home with his mother along Bully Tree Road was also struck by gunfire. The child was initially taken to a nearby hospital before being transferred to the KHMH for further treatment. Both McCoy and the child remain in stable condition as police continue their investigation into that shooting. The former mayor of Belmopan, Sharon Palacio, has joined the public discourse regarding the upcoming municipal elections in Belmopan. The mayoral race will be between the current mayor, the PUP's Pablo Cawich, and the UDP's hopeful Richie Galvez. In speaking with PlusTV over the weekend, the mayor said that Galvez, the former mayor, said that Galvez has no chance of unseating him to become the next mayor of the capital. Today, the former mayor, Sharon Palacio, weighed in, warning Cawich that Galvez should be seen as a formidable opponent. Palacio also sent a message to Pablo saying that if he intends to return as Belmopan's mayor, he must work on his personality.
I listened to the interview last night that our current mayor responded to, and if I was the sitting mayor and let's say Richie would be the opponent, I would be very cautious as to what I have to say. I would never, ever underestimate my opponent, never. Personally, I know the two candidates. I know Pablo, I know of him, I've seen him, and I know Richie. What I can say is that Richie is very popular amongst the young people. And persons who I've seen and I've spoken with who refuse to go and register, they're all registering at this time, and they're excited about someone that they believe have their interests at heart. Especially since elections coming up soon, I would love to send a strong message to the mayor that he must open his door, and if he's really serious about bringing back the good name to Belmopan and keeping our PUP in power, there has to be some significant changes when it comes to his personality and ensuring that people are not feeling as if though he doesn't want to see them. And that's the talk on the street.
Who do you think will win?
I don't know. All I know that Sharon Palacio will not vote because I'm a strong PUP. I'm a born PUP, and I would not even try to go to the polls. Richie is my friend, I must say. That question you asked, who I'm going to vote for, I won't vote for any of them. Because if I go to the poll, let's say Sharon Palacio enter that poll, even if I would give Mr. PUP a sympathy vote, they will say that I vote for Richie.
But it does sound like you don't want to go to vote because you're torn between these two candidates. So you have a strong belief that Richie can win in Belmopan.
I like how you're trying to push it there. Truth told, I'm telling you, and I'm going to repeat it again, Richie is my friend, is someone I know. He has been around for long. I even sent him to Nigeria once. And I have an affinity. And if he was competing against me, you know what I would have done? I would have encouraged him not to. Like, just give me another chance. Because I wouldn't be able to say the luxury and the confidence that the seated Mary responded to. I would be very cautious. I would have never said that, never.
So your message to Pablo is?
Relax, get out to the people, meet with the young people, and stop moving around as if though you're the Almighty. Get to your people. He should begin by calling me tomorrow morning. Hey, Miss P, come into the office, let's have a dialogue. Because I've tried, and he cannot deny that. So, as I said though, when the actual voting time comes, I will not be there.
What's up with the garbage buildup in Belmopan? Over the past few weeks, a number of residents have been complaining on social media about the lack of garbage runs. What used to be a set 2-day schedule for garbage pickups has now become a once-a-week affair. According to the mayor, the majority of their compactors have been experiencing mechanical issues, but the problem should be rectified in the next 3 to 4 weeks.
Since we took office, we had increased the amount of equipment that we utilize in the garbage collection. I think we took it up to 5 garbage compactors, and unfortunately earlier this year we started having mechanical issues. With that, we had less machines out performing the service, which put a strain on our human resource. So the Climate Action and Environmental Solutions team has brought up the issue that they feel that they're being overworked. We have agreed with them, we met with them last week, and we agreed to make some changes, add additional manpower. So for about a week now, we've been working on restoring the service to what it was previously. We're also hoping that within 2 to 3 weeks, we will have the equipment issue resolved as well. So that should bring back all the services that we had started and were performing beautifully last year.
When someone repeatedly cries out for help in the public, who is responsible for answering? The death of Mark Casey has reignited questions about how Belize responds to people experiencing severe mental health crises and whether the country's existing support systems are enough. Journalist LJ Wade took a closer look at the events leading to Casey's death and the broader issues it has brought into focus.
On Sunday, the body of Camelote village resident Mark Casey was found hanging from a series of electrical wires near Belmopan's Market Square. It's a case that highlights the lack of resources that are allocated for persons suffering from mental illnesses, as according to reports, Casey, or Marky as he was known, was suffering from a severe mental break, claiming that someone had poisoned the bottle of mayonnaise that he was eating. Earlier that night, Marky was captured throwing himself in front of oncoming traffic and around the Sir George Brown Field Park, begging for someone, anyone, to take his life.
Oh no, kill me! No! Kill me, family! Oh no, kill me! Why you don't do it?
A clear cry for help from someone experiencing an extreme mental health crisis with nowhere to go and no one to turn to. Following this episode, Marky reportedly received treatment at the Western Regional Hospital before discharging himself. Marky, still experiencing a break from reality, then broke into the National Bank of Belize, shattering one of the doors and leading a blood trail across the street. Moments later, Marky's body was found hanging from the side of a building, bringing a harrowing night to a tragic conclusion. Following the incident, friends and family members took to Facebook, stating that Marky was one of Belize's best and brightest athletes before being drugged by his friends, which started his mental challenges. Beyond the heartbreak lies larger troubling questions. Could this tragedy have been prevented? Are healthcare providers, law enforcement, and social services equipped with the resources and support needed to respond to people in severe mental distress? For months, residents of Belmopan have voiced growing concerns about the increasing number of people living on the city's streets while battling apparent mental illness. Many are frequently seen wandering aimlessly, talking to themselves, shouting into the air, or displaying behavior that suggests they are in urgent need of psychiatric care. Yet, despite these visible struggles, many appear to receive little more than temporary interventions before returning to the same streets. And as more individuals in Belmopan appear to be struggling with mental illness in public spaces, will greater investment finally be made in mental health services before another family is forced to endure a similar loss? Reporting for Plus News, LJ Wade.
Condolences goes out to the family of that young man. Belmopan signs an MOU with La Libertad Sur, El Salvador. More on that when Plus News returns.
August 1st, join Builders Hardware at Mayor Garden Park for Belmopan Day. Deals, giveaways, and fun. You don't want to miss it. Acompáñanos el 1 de agosto en Mayor Garden Park para el día de Belmopan con Builders Hardware. Ofertas, sorpresas y diversión. No te lo puedes perder.
Every day, We access energy for cooling, lighting, and powering our electrical appliances and devices at work and at home. During cooler months, we rely less on cooling appliances such as fans and air conditioners. However, during warmer months, as the temperature and humidity rises, we use more energy to cool our spaces, and our appliances and electrical devices work harder than they do during the rest of the year. When the months become hotter, let's all practice energy conservation. Here are a few changes that you can make to manage your energy use. Check that all appliances and electrical devices are working efficiently. Turn lights off when not in the room. Unplug chargers, appliances when not in use. Turn off fans and TVs. Use energy-saving light bulbs such as LEDs. And look for the Energy Star products when purchasing appliances and electrical devices. These easy changes can reduce energy use and costs. You can also monitor your energy use during the month by reading your meter and calculating the reading using BEL's bill calculator on our mobile app or by visiting our website. Let's all save energy.
What we see on the streets today begins in the home. It begins with family. Children who grow up in a stable environment where they can play and learn safely are the building blocks of strong communities. To construct those strong communities, our country needs real men. A lot of youth growing up don't understand what that is. Real men are providers and protectors. Real men are responsible and hardworking. Real men spend quality time with their families and raise strong children with values. They teach their children honesty and integrity, discipline and commitment, love of country, accountability for their actions, right and wrong. Real men run things. Aspire to be a real man today, because gang life isn't it. Gang life is no life.
A message from the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Violence Prevention and Enforcement Unit.
When I install an AC system, I recommend Rheem from Belize. Unlike inferior units that drive up electricity costs, restrict air flow, and wear out quickly, Rheem has the right solution for every space. With a wide range of options, I can choose the right Rheem system to keep every customer cool, comfortable, and satisfied. Because at Belize, quality is saving.
Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. Benny's, quality and saving.
Last month, the cities of Belmopan and La Libertad Sur, El Salvador, formalized a sister city partnership aimed at strengthening cooperation across several areas of mutual interest. The MOU establishes a framework for collaboration in technology and smart city initiatives, public safety, tourism, culture, sports, youth development, women's empowerment, and the exchange of municipal knowledge and best practices. Mayor Pablo Cawich told us more.
It entails partnerships and collaboration in different areas. If you noticed during the speech, I mentioned that it also includes tourism. La Libertad Sur is an inland municipality. It doesn't have access to water similar to Belmopan, or a large body of water similar to Belmopan. And that is a different type of tourism than we have for like San Pedro, Kikaker, Plasencia, and those areas that have a coast. So that also puts us better in line to discuss and path a way forward. We also have initiatives through the partnership to improve culture, educational opportunities, technology, most of the areas that we believe that are important for our residents.
The police department is warning the public about a fraudulent traffic violation notice being circulated through text messages and online platforms. In a statement issued today, police said that messages falsely claimed to be from the department, alleging that recipients have committed a traffic offense and directing them to pay a fine through a website. The scam also threatens additional penalties, including the suspension of a driver's license or legal action if payment is not made. Police stressed that the notices are fake and were not issued by the Belize Police Department. The public is being urged not to click on any links, provide personal or financial information, or make payments through the website referenced in the messages. Authorities are also advising citizens to verify any traffic-related notices through official government of Belize channels and to report suspicious messages or websites to the police. The department says it is actively investigating the scam and is working with relevant authorities to remove the fraudulent website and identify those responsible. And let's hope they get them soon. And that brings us to the end of our newscast for tonight. We want to say thank you so much for tuning into Plus News. And be sure to join us right back here again tomorrow evening when we bring you all the latest happenings from around the country and issues that are affecting Belize externally. Until then, do have a lovely evening. We'll see you right back here again tomorrow. Blessings overall.